Well, go on, collective. It's Laverne from Divine Mac Tarot. The energy's been hectic. I know. I'm here and I'm going to do a general reading today. So let's see. First card, two cards will come out for the energy. Thank you, Spirit. So the first card to come out is the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords stands for leadership. So let's read. It says, you're in a position to lead, and it's not just about making the right call, it's about seeing the bigger picture. The King of Swords reminds you to think clearly, act decisively, and consider how your choices affect everyone involved. So that's for that. And then we have got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So someone's money now work. So this means things feel shaky, whether in family or finances. The Ten of Pentacles reverse says it's time to reassess your foundation, let go of outdated traditions, and build a vision for stability that feels right for you now. So what I'm getting from this is that you're probably getting spiritually attacked right now. So your finances are being probably attacked, or your family life is probably being attacked. So you need to navigate through this by meditating, spending some time to yourself, thinking, and trying to like see the bigger picture from a bird's eye view. Because probably right about now you're wallowing in the situation. Don't wallow in the situation. It's a test. Right about now, the energy is very heavy, and everyone's being tested to see if they're going to pass with integrity. So at the moment, the only advice that I can give you of these two cards here is to sit down, pre your situation, and look at it from a bird's eye view. But let's go into the block. Spirit, one card for the block, please. We've got two cards for the block. So for the block, I've got the Hierophant in reverse, and then I've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So let's see what they're saying. So the Hierophant in reverse is saying breaking from old rules is liberating but unsettling. Question traditions that no longer serve you and find your own truth. Freedom requires intention. Think about which belief uplifts or limits you. So basically, that card is saying, like, what you're going through is unsettling at the end of the day, but you've got a choice. You've got a choice to make. This situation turn you to the dark side, or this situation turn you to the light side. So it's a test to see what are you gonna do. Are you gonna choose integrity and God to get you out of the situation, which will probably be a longer route, or you're gonna choose the shorter route and succumb to your problems and think, fuck this, fuck the world, fuck everybody, and turn to the dark side and become what your problems have made you. So this is what I'm getting from that card here. Then the Six of Wands, it says, the recognition you're craving feels empty. The Six of Wands reverse reminds you that the true fulfillment comes from within. No amount of praise will matter if you're not cheering for yourself. So you could be feeling like your enemies like are winning at the end of the day because of all the fuckery that's being thrown against you spiritually and in the 3D. They're not. Because you see, if your spirit isn't feeling that gratitude or bursting with integrity at the end of the day and knowing that you've done things the honorable way, mm, 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 mm. Don't make that mask that these people will put on their faces. See, they're trying to stop me from speaking. Don't make that mask that these people put on their faces trick you. They are in turmoil. Their spirit is in agony. Their spirit is in spiritual prison. Remember, I told you, collective. Don't need to take my foolish advice. Just look at their lifestyle. Everything around them shall crumble. Everything around them shall fail. If every single thing around them will have the smell of death, endings, nothing will prosper. Remember, your reader, the Divine Mac Tarot, told you that. And that's in your block collective. Now let's see what's the energy that's surrounding you that you're not aware of. That's your subconscious. Bomb, that flew out. So then you've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is chaotic, the juggling. So it says chaos is creeping in and it feels like everything's slipping out of control. This card warns that neglecting balance can lead to overwhelm. Step back, reassess, and simplify. So this could apply either which way. This could be for the situation collective, or this could be you. You could be feeling overwhelmed in the situation because you've just been done over, and you're thinking how the fuck you're gonna get out of this situation. Sit down, calm down, and think. Like the answers are in you, but because you're making fear take over, it's like you've gone into automatic panic mode. Don't panic, because what you need to understand as well, collective, excuse me, that life is full of experiences. And unfortunately for the human race, we have to experience the good and the bad to sharpen our skill sets to be a better person than what we was yesterday. So you now need to see the situation for what it is, accept it, cry it out if you have to, but you need to face it by seeing where you went wrong, where the red flags were that you overlooked, what you could have done better, and what you need to do moving forward. At the end of the day, sitting in this situation and being in victim mode or feeling sorry for your motherfucking self ain't gonna help ya. Get the fuck up, start sitting down, start praying to your religious factors. So whether you go church, whether you go mosque, whether you go to to your living room, whatever it is that you do for your religious practices, go to that now and ask them to give you guidance and clarity. You see, they're trying to do it again to me. You need that guidance and clarity. Ask your spiritual team to help you and give you guidance and clarity, because you clearly, as a vessel, can't deal with this on your own. You get me? So now you need backup. Ask your spiritual team to help you. My spiritual team is the archangels. I don't ramp to tell you that. You get what I'm saying to you? I don't ramp to call on Archangel Michael to say, lend me the sword. You get what I'm saying to you? So, whatever your spiritual team is, you get what I'm saying? You need to call on them now. Because right about now, your vessel's going into shutdown mode because you're under attack and you don't know what the fuck to do. You do, you're just not thinking. You need to slow down, process it, accept it, forgive yourself. And that's a major part of this process, that you need to forgive yourself for making mistakes. But you're human. How are you going to learn? You get what I'm saying to you? So forgive yourself and now pick yourself the fuck up and navigate through it. So that was the subconscious. And if it's them, they might try rob Peter to pay Paul. You get what I'm saying to you? They must suffer. It's crumbling down. I wouldn't be surprised if the tower came out with this bitch or the death card. Manali. So the next card to come out in the red flags is the Sun card. So happiness, joy, and confidence are shining through. The sun lights everything up and reminds you to let yourself feel good. Everything is falling into place. Enjoy it and trust in your own success. So in this situation, and that you're starting to see things clearly now. This is what I'm getting from this. Like, you're starting to, like, the veil's being lifted off your eyes and you're starting to feel better, to think, you know what? Or clearly this is a red flag, so this is what you need to start doing. Like, you know what? It is what it is. You get what I'm saying to you? Because again, what you need to understand with this spiritual attack that we're under now, collective, if you, every situation is to put you into a low vibration, yeah? And if you allow yourself to succumb to that situation, to go into that low vibration, the enemy can attack. So even though you are feeling like shit right now, collective, you need to manipulate your brain and trick yourself into feeling happy. So the attack is like water off a duck's back. That's the only way you're going to protect yourself from these types of attacks that are coming in the energy right now. So if it's shopping that you do, Do it if it's going to restaurants that you do it if it's meeting up with trusted friends and family, do it at the end of the day. But right about now, you need to lift your vibrations. Now, I tend to go to music. Music lifts my vibrations tremendously. And that's so, whatever you do to lift your vibrations, do it, dance it out. Do it like me. I dance it out. I don't ramp to fling on a soul solid crew if I have to and bubble dining in my house at the end of the day to know that they're not penetrating me. You get what I'm saying to you? And you can't let them penetrate you, collective, because that's the trick. The minute that you slip your vibrations from high frequency, that means that your blessings are not going to attract to you. And then you're slipping in the negative frequency where their attacks can penetrate you. That's some game right there. Don't say I never told you. Gumbo. So let's see what's going on in the past. Okay, so you're dealing with clearly a sneaky energy in the past. Some form of air sign. So you're dealing with the Five of Swords in the upright, and you're dealing with the Lovers in reverse. So this is definitely probably an air sign that you're dealing with, collective. But let's read what they're saying. So the Five of Swords are saying, it's a sign that a hollow victory will leave you wondering if it was worth it. It asks you to look at your actions and look at your actions. Are you pursuing success at the cost of others? Trust and respect. Think carefully. So this is clearly the situation from the past. This ain't you. And that because obviously they're trying to sacrifice you or sacrifice people. Sorry guys. I just had a delivery, so I had to deal with that. I do apologize. But yeah, clearly this person has sacrificed you. You're the sacrifice for whatever it is, their gain, their finances, their respect, their ego, their position. I can't even talk. Their position in society. That's what they've sacrificed you for, collective. Germs. And the lovers in reverse and that. So whether this is a love relationship or family, friends, whatever, obviously the love is gone. And it says the lover's reverse is about feeling out of sync with yourself or something else. It's a sign that there could be a tough choice to make ahead. Take time to realign your priorities and trust your instincts before moving forward. So, yeah, it's like this was in the past. So, you followed your instincts and you got out of that situation because that situation was a fucked up situation because you know that this person or this situation was sacrificing your ass. Yeah, you got out of that. Well done, collective, because that's clearly in the past. So let's see what the future's saying. Spirit one card for the future, please. One card for the future, please, Spirit. Okay. So it's the King of Wands in the upright. So this says, take bold action. The King of Wands embodies leadership and vision, urging you to step into your power and lead by example. Pair passion with purpose to guide yourself and others forward. So yeah, this is in the future. So don't let this situation defeat your blood cleat. And that's what it's saying to you. At the end of the day, keep your passion. Like I done a reading the other day and it says that it's okay to start over and over and over again. You get me? Because as a human, we're meant to experience these things, whether it's good or bad. And like I keep on saying, and they're trying to stop me from speaking yet again, whether it's good or bad. And you, as a human, are meant to sharpen your skill set. This is sharpening your skill set. As much as you can't see the blessing in this situation now, because it's not in the form of something logical that your human mind can process, it's it's of the spiritual realm. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to talk spiritual right now. This is metaphysics. This is science at the end of the day. This is going back to the Big Bang Theory. So at the same time, it's a thing where we know energy exists. And that, so how can you manipulate it and how can you control it at the end of the day? So this is what I'm talking about now. Like, we're going to manipulate the energy now by tricking yourself into being happy and taking every bad situation as a lesson to sharpen your skill set. It's like I heard something the other day to say a samurai sword wasn't just made from, you know, just us thinking about it and it's there. A samurai sword was a block of metal or some special metal, which is you collective, that had to be pounded, it had to go through the fire, it had to go through all sorts of different processes where it got beaten up, transformed, burnt up, melted, whatever, to become the lethal weapon that it is today. That's kind of priceless. You get what I'm saying to you? Like in the Chinese movies, and that where you see them with the samurai swords, like the samurai sword is a sacred object that, you know, is handed over to the pupil to say, like, go on now and fulfill obviously your worldly purpose in honoring the sword with integrity and yourself. And that's what you are, collective. You're the blood cleat sword. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, you've had to go through trials and tribulations, which are these situations that are trying to fuck you up. But at the end of it, you're an assassin. You get me? Alert. You get what I'm saying to you? Ready to take on the world and to done it in an instant if you have to. Remember, I keep on telling you, never leave that bag of grenades at home. Walk with the matic, walk with the bag, right? So your passion now, you're defending that. So whatever's knocked you off your pedestal, get the foot back on it. So feelings, bumbo, too many cards, spirit, too many cards, and this is the tarot. No, spirit, please, please. The energy's too fit for me to do with all that. Okay, since you want, Papa, I've got you. Ace of Swords. New beginning aces are straight off the back. So let's read. Something that's been confusing you now makes perfect sense. The Ace of Swords clears the doubts clouding your mind, revealing the truth. It's not always easy, but it gives you the clarity to move forward. New beginnings. Sack that situation in the bin. Get the fuck up. Start up. You're ready. You're ready. Outside influences, spirit. Two cards for that. Okay, so it was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so something to do with money. But this is the outside people, so their money is probably getting yam up. Hey, hey. And then we've got the Three of Wands in the upright. So let's read. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is a chance is slipping through your fingers because fear of hesitation is holding you back. The Ace of Pentacles reverse reminds you that growth requires action. Start small, but start. Don't let doubt steal this moment. Bombo crack the masofa. This is the outside influences. Save your bombo. You know what? Not too radical today, love. Not too radical. The Three of Wands in the upright. You're starting to see progress from your efforts. The Three of Wands is about staying engaged and committed. Keep building momentum and trust in the long-term vision you've been working on. They can see that it not touch you. Nothing they can do can harm you. No weapon form against you will scratch you, collective. This is what this is saying in a nutshell. And they can see that. They can see you winning, and while they're failing, there's a positive and a negative in these two cards, yeah, for the outside influences. So they can see you're positive, hence why you're being spiritually attacked, but you're going to get over that. But they're failing, and it's attacking them in their pockets. That's where the attacks come in. Their money are getting yam up. And the funny thing is, because I done a destiny swap the other day, where what they was trying to take from me is now coming to me. And I just find it hilarious that it's come up in a collective reading that applies to everybody with the energy, that it's attacking their pockets. God is good. Okay, so this is for hopes and fears. So I've got the Ace of Wands in the upright, and I've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So hopes and fears, let's see. So the Ace of Pentacles is a spark of inspiration is here, an idea, opportunity, or a new start. This card says it's time to take bold action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Growth comes when you move forward with courage. So yes, it's just telling you to move forward because the new start's here. It's here. Even though this situation's trying to done your dance, your new start's here. So at the same time, you get me? That's 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 certified. It's here. And then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is saying impatience is creeping in, making you doubt everything. The Seven of Pentacles reverse says rushing the process or quitting now wastes your work. Reassess your goals, but give them time to bloom. So that to me sounds like it's the situation where they've done their own dance. So there's a hope here and a fear here again now, negative and positive. So for them, because they try to do a spiritual attack on you to take you out, collective, which will give them a shortcut to whatever success they was looking, is now done in their dance. And this card is telling people or telling them, like, you should have just done it the right way, Fossey, because if you'd done it the right way, you wouldn't be feeling the setback that you're feeling now. And then the Ace of Wands, you know, it's a new beginning, collective. So don't wallow in your situation. Get up and bounce back. That's what I'm getting from that. Final outcome, please, Spirit. So I've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So it says generosity flows both ways. The Six of Pentacles is about the balance of giving and receiving. If you can help, do it so freely. If you need help, it's a reminder to ask without guilt. Both are equally important. So, Spirit, I love you so much. Thank you. And this is funny that this is the final outcome, because whatever's been stolen from you will be restored. This is what this card is saying. And it's warning the situation to say whether it's your integrity, whether it's your pride, whether it's your reputation, whatever's been stolen from you, collective, it's going to be given to you back times 10. And how that works is that when someone sends a spiritual attack to you, for whatever reason the attack's been sent, um, and it's been divinely protected by your spiritual team, your spiritual team sends it back and also sends back 10% of your karma that you've probably occurred on yourself. Then also with that, this Mrs. Karma, because of the crime that's been committed, will also times her 10 on there as well. So they'll get it back in a harder force than what it was actually sent to you, because the scales have got to be balanced, because we're not talking about what you've lost, which could be your pride, your integrity, your reputation, your money, your lover, whatever it is, your situation, you know better, collective. Whatever you've lost in the 3D round, they have lost 10 times that in the spiritual round. And spiritual debt is harder to pay back than 3D debt. So this is what this is. So your spiritual team, your guiders are trying to tell you from this card here, collective, that the balance will need to be restored, because the way that whatever was taken from you was taken, if it wasn't taken with integrity, there's a curse behind it in the spiritual realm that's been noted by your spiritual team that will now present it to spiritual court for it to get spiritual judgment. That's how that works. So, yeah, so like I said to you before, if you pray on it, meditate on it, ask your spiritual team to get involved in it, call justice on it, and that you'll see that actually happen. And how you'll see that happen to the people that have been sending spiritual attacks, their love life will fail, their financial situations will crumble in the form of financial opportunities. They won't flourish. Their money will slip through their hands quicker than they can retain it. It will also show up in the form of sickness. Um, their ego will be hurt, common depression, mood swings, loss of weight, um, many negative things that will attack the vessel and the mind, because it's a spiritual attack. So it's something that will show up now in their 3D in our everyday lives as failures. So that's how spiritual justice is served, and it's very surgical when it's done, because sometimes as us who have been hard done by someone who's probably narcissistic or very karmic, or evil, just a straight devil, germs, shit on street, um, sometimes it's hard for us to wait for karma to fly kick them in their back. And, we get impatient and then we want to take matters into our own hands to unleash the wrath. So that means that when you do that, it means that you fail your test and you don't believe in your spiritual team, your spiritual practices, and you've taken the matter out of God's hands and put it in your own hands. And now their wrath is only going to be on a 3D surface level where you can also accumulate karma for doing that as well. Yeah. And that's the trick that the devil does. Like, he tries to get you all yam up. And that, so if you give it to your spiritual team to say, you know what, karma's not for the 3D flesh to deal with, it's for the spiritual realm to deal with. Oh, Muma, that is one hot punishment there, so very, very hot. Very, very hot. So I can only divinely guide you guys, collective, to do what I do. Pray on that bitch. And that, like, God knows I'm messy, so God knows that when I put down a piece of prayer, may I call down everything to come back to me. I want my stuff back. I want my love life back. I want my happiness back. I want my peace of mind back. I want my finances back. I want my riches. I want to be abundant in every corner of my life. Now, that don't mean that you're calling back the crisis situation. No. It means that you're calling back what that crisis situation tried to steal from you. Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing. And I do that on a regular. I don't ramp to flex my spiritual G, and that my gangster, I flex it, I hide it at first because I don't make them see my uniform. Then when an injustice has been done, I just back off the uniform, the fake camouflage, for them to see the big capital G, draw for the matic, draw for the grenades, and I just start unleashing. You get me? And then I go to my bed at night feeling that I have done spiritual justice to myself, first of all, and I've done the Lord's work because I prayed on it. And that's the only advice, collective, that I can give you right now. If you seek within, you will get the clarity that you need in. And clearly, this spread today is just confirming that. So, collective, I think this is it from me today. I love you all dearly. I hope you guys enjoyed the bank holiday for me because I didn't get to enjoy it. I was working. So, yeah, guys, hopefully this has guided you through this situation, through this nasty energy that we're experiencing at the moment. And till next time, stay safe.